Hi. So, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. Libra, it's your turn. This should focus. I knew it would because it's for you. I'm very sorry. I was on call last week and I have to have my ringer on to be available for the staff in my department until 10 p.m. Pacific time every single day of the week, including the weekend. And I did initially do Libra's reading third, but it was incoherent rambling on and on for 45 minutes. And in reviewing it, I did not feel that it was conducive to sound good advice for you. So, with that being said, let's get started. And this is your general reading for February. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do a mid-month or a relationship read or anything like that. Now, please do make sure that you check out your rising moon and Venus sign. For additional messages, take what you will and leave the rest. You know, this is a general reading and it may not resonate for you. In addition, I do not offer readings anywhere else on the interwebs. I don't ask for money for readings, and you will only find them here because I've deleted all the other ones and I'm not allowing embedding. So yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to look at, I'm going to try and make it under 30 minutes because I don't want it to be a huge waste of anybody's time, you know? So general Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the song that you need to hear for February? And I'm already getting kind of nervous, you know, trying to take my time. Oh yeah, I also didn't want to come on camera with like, you know, not having my nails done because I was in quarantine and I didn't have an opportunity to get to the, you know, to my people. I have people, you know. I actually have people too. Anyway, what is the song that you need to hear? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I do have to say, during the Cancer reading, I was getting some crown chakra. So I think that it might be a little residual from that, but I have some crown chakra pressure happening right now. You might want to do some crown chakra meditations, do a little bit of balancing on your crown chakra, that kind of thing. It doesn't hurt. It's great for getting, you know, some inspiration from source. And sorry, that was my water bottle over there. Sorry. Connecting with your higher self. You know, we're so earthbound these days. Do you know what I mean? All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh boy. There's like some bashful energy, some effervescent. I'm not taking that one. It's stuck in my hand. We got something that flipped though. The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails. She shines in a world full of ugliness. She matters when everything is meaningless. Fragile, she doesn't see her beauty. She tries to get away. Sometimes it seems that nothing seems worth saving. I can't wash away. I know I can't wash it all away. I won't let you fall apart. Over and over and over again, yeah. It's a great album. I have it on vinyl. It's really good. You're either not going to allow somebody else to fall apart or somebody is trying to do this for you. I think that you're observing At this time, you're observing somebody and their beauty, and or you are coming into an awareness of the beauty of things that other people don't necessarily always see, the unconventional, potentially with that there. Now, Libra, you and I have some unfinished business. I did not use this deck for any other sign, and I swear to you, there's something magic about this effing deck. And I'm not going to use it all the time for you, I promise, because I know that you probably want to, you know, not always have the Rider Waite be in your face. Oh, hey, that's on the bottom of the deck for you. But nonetheless, let's look at, for you, the Celtic Cross. I will make sure that we very mix up your deck choice moving forward, because using this table up here, now that I'm basically, I inhabit the upper floor of the house, so I'm up on this table, so it's a little bit slippery and it's not so easy, and I don't like to use a tablecloth because it's like everything's gray up here until I get things bought, and I might as well just wait until I move. So yeah, all right, let's get going for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. That is such a good song too. That's a great pull. You know, like I don't know whose reading I said it in, but it's almost like with some of these cards, because it's been a while since I've done anything with them. I feel like I'm really just like, I should just mess them all up all over the table like a 6-year-old. I apologize. Okay, let's twist them for fairness for you, because, you know, it's a thing I started doing when I was reading for Libra last year, because Libra is about fairness, and so I decided to do it with all of them. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on in your current energy for February. Can't believe it's 2022. That's nuts. That's nuts. Something about the consciousness of time. Time is waging on for you. Can't believe it's 2022. Can't believe it's 2022. Very pensive. Thinking back, reflecting on the last 2 years, the last 22 years, the last 20 years, last 22 months. I'm hearing in specific. Okay. So we have the Three of Cups in reverse. I'm feeling like at this time, Libra, you should be celebrating something, but you're not. I'm also getting the energy of gossip. This is 3 women who are getting together and chattering about people. It's not good. It's gossip. It's a hen party. People getting together and kind of about shit that really doesn't matter. Why aren't you celebrating? Because you're not united with somebody. Fuck. Yeah. You or somebody else doesn't want that to be said. You're not celebrating with somebody. That's why. You're not able to celebrate with somebody that you really want to. That's why. Because normally, like, the Three of Cups is a celebration. It's a party. It's joyous, you know, the clink clink of the glasses, right? But it seems like you really want to be doing this with, you know, one specific individual. It's usually a meeting of the minds. Sorry, a card vomit here. This is what is apparent because it's stuck with me. I haven't even looked at it yet. Give me a sec because I don't want it to color everything else here that I'm looking at. Okay. Oh, shocking moment. Something, so you don't want to talk about any of this. Because I keep dropping these. It's almost like they're flying out of my hands. You don't want to actually talk about this. But it's a shocking moment. Something surprising that kind of is the collapse of something. A structure, an organization. This is something that came out of left field. I'm hearing that is surprising and was not at all part of the plan. And it's totally derailed everything for you. Unforeseen events. Do you notice what I notice here in this card, Libra? I noticed the crown. It looks like a crown. It doesn't look like a dome on a building. I'm hearing the king has been dethroned or toppled from his station. Is what's apparent here. Scorpio energy. There might be a death, an unexpected death that has happened, but it could also have to do with something with taxes or something that was kept hidden, like as in a mystery of some sort. Somebody was knocked off their high horse. Somebody was in their ivory tower. I shouldn't laugh. I'm not an asshole, I promise. But you know, somebody was knocked from their ivory tower. Somebody was sitting up in their ivory tower. And like lightning, it hit. I'm hearing like lightning, it hit. Like lightning, it hit. It struck me like lightning. What's hidden from your awareness right now is that you do have seeds that you planted that you can cultivate at this time. You have things that are on the go. They're just not ready yet. So it's just time for you to kind of just, you know, continue to develop these pentacles, right? So it's interesting. You start off your energy here in emotional energy with the 3 reversed, the 2 reversed, the reason being for the 3 reversed. And the hidden stuff is all career stuff. Low-hanging fruit. Go after the low-hanging fruit. In the recent past for you, you have the Hermit in the upright. Virgo energy. This is going within, connecting to source through deep introspection. Taking a moment to really dig deep within yourself to seek the inner mysteries. To be able to really hear your intuition and to follow the correct path to enlightenment. Yeah, but like this isn't really about enlightenment as much as it is about seeking your own personal truth. In the near future, this is 2 weeks out, unfinished business. This is Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Capricorn, Cancerian energy. No, not, sorry. Scorpionic energy. What it is that you have an unfinished cycle that needs to, you might need to go back and finish something that you thought was finished in 2 weeks here. Completion, incomplete. The cycle is not complete. You might realize that you didn't finish something that you thought you had, so you have to go back around and redo so that you can complete that. What do we have it as? An extension to the current environment for our Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, folks. And I think I might, in the future, go along with the Capricorn reading, because in the Capricorn reading, I did a couple of clarifying things that just kind of made it all the more successful of people. I had some stuff that came out over your world card there, so I'm going to keep it by the world card. But you do have the King of Swords in reverse. You're not really using your intellect at this time. You're not keeping your wits about you, I'm hearing. Excuse me. This is Aquarius energy, your energy, but more Aquarius energy. I always read King of Swords as Aquarian energy. This is about the intellect and the need to look to logic, strategy, methodology, intellect, use methodical thinking at this present time. Go into study, I'm hearing. Education, higher learning. I know that's not Sagittarian energy. That's Sagittarian energy. But I feel like there's a need for you to start to look at things from an intellectual perspective, or to teach yourself something new. Okay, so these ones were the ones that landed. Sorry, that's probably not at all a great angle for you. But these were what landed over your need to do something over again, unfinished business, the world in reverse. You have a 7 of Swords in the reverse and the Star. Wish fulfillment or making a wish, Aquarian energy, with normally this is a thief or dishonesty or trying to get away in the night or trying to get away with something. Somebody is not going to get away with something. Or somebody won't hide, or there is somebody who's being honest rather than dishonest, or doing everything in plain sight. Hoping, wishing that somebody would see what they're doing. Is that the redo? Is that the redo? You going back over and redoing something, hoping that somebody will see. You're wishing that people will see the transparency in what you're doing, or you're wishing that somebody would see what you're doing. You're wishing that, yeah. And you're going back over and you're redoing it over again. How are people viewing you at this time, Libra? 10. Okay. You got 3. All right. So we got the Hierophant. The Page of Wands in the reverse and the 6 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is seeing you as somebody who will not move. Somebody who will not budge. That's not the funny one, but you know. This is normally a trip across water, retreat, vacation, but usually it's a move of address or a trip across water to, you know, greener pastures, you know. In the reverse, this is really just about you deciding that somebody views you as somebody who's not willing to move, not willing to budge, not willing to make the trip. that they want you to. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, this is about passionate messages, not I won't say, I won't go. I won't go overseas because this is a trip over water. Somebody views you as somebody who will not go over water. They feel that your communications right now lack passion. In that Page of Wands is normally communications that have passion behind them. Wands are always about that. Or creativity. And the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is about philosophy, counsel, wisdom, sage advice, powerful structures such as institutions like the church, religion, politics, but more religion. I wouldn't even say politics, more religion, organized religion, and that good old marriage, you know. You hear the song Ball and Chain? Look at the keys there. Look at those keys. You see? The keys to the kingdom. Do you ever think about, like, in history where, like, the clergy was more, had more distinction and more status than the nobility did, and they were the ones they were the key holders. Do you know what I mean? Like, the monarchy, yeah, sure, but really, who were the guys that were pulling all the strings, really, you know? So, interesting. This is also about the institution of marriage. I'm getting a lot of papal energy from this. I'm getting that crown right now. But yeah. There's two witnesses. And there's the keys. Yes, this is about marriage, this. Somebody's viewing you in that way. Or they want that. Or they're wondering why you won't do that. Somebody's wondering why you won't make a trip to them and why you're not sending them the messages. I'm going to move on because I don't get it. And I think I'm just going to start doing what I was doing before. Queen of Swords is what you're afraid of. Why are you afraid of your own card? Don't be afraid of yourself. Are you afraid that you're going to have to connect with yourself? Are you afraid that you're going to have to hold people responsible for their actions? Because this is what Libra does. It says come forward. It invites people to come forward. And then it says, what have you done? Okay. You know, why? And then there's swift judgment that comes from that, right? Rather justice, right? Are you scared that you're going to have to answer to yourself for something, or that you're not being fair to yourself, or that you're not being fair to others, or that you're going to have to be harsh with somebody for not being fair to you? Or have you been lied to or stolen from or betrayed, and you have to call somebody to account for it, and you don't want to deal with the conflict of having to actually potentially use the sword? Do you know? It doesn't make you cold to have boundaries, Libra. It's okay to have boundaries. It's healthy to have boundaries. It's also okay to demand respect for yourself, right? you know, there's nothing aggressive about this energy. This person is calmly sitting in their chair, inviting somebody to come forward and answer for the things that they have done, right? Don't be afraid of that. Maybe you're hoping to reconnect with that energy, actually. So maybe it's, you know, maybe it's on the opposite end of the spectrum. Maybe it's a little bit of dichotomous energy of, you know, you need to do both and balance both. Not chop somebody's head off because you're asking them to explain to you these things and hold somebody account for, you know, what they've done, what's happening here in the future for you. We're more looking at like the end of February, okay? Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We already have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Not feeling the need to defend oneself. That's what I get right now. Let's see what else. Okay, so we have strength in reverse. Lacking courage. Not feeling the need to defend oneself. And righteous anger, or giving into temptation and not feeling the need to defend oneself, not entertaining the need to tame the savage beast within. Ooh, and responsibility in the 10 of Wands. Surrendering to, okay, sorry, bear with me here. So, what you have, we have not feeling a need to defend yourself. Normally here you're standing here fending off all these people trying to attack you. Here, you do not feel the need to do so. You just don't. You're surrendering to the need to tame the savage beast within you. Whether it be anger, passion, and being, you know, willing to take on the responsibility and any consequences that come with that. An alternative to this could be that you just don't care and you're surrendering, but it's kind of foolish to do so because in the end you might still be afraid. Because strength is a message for the need to have courage. And if it's in the reverse, then you lack courage. So you don't feel the need to defend yourself, but you also lack courage. And you're taking on additional responsibility without having the courage to do so. So you're not necessarily confident. Is this about overcoming a fear? During the end of February, you're going to be overcoming a deep-seated fear. That's definitely a potential. And the bottom of the deck, which actually wanted to stay on the table, and then everything kind of just puked all over the table. Sorry. We're going to take both of them. Then we have the Chariot in the reverse. That's Cancerian energy, but it is in the reverse. You're not moving forward swiftly, if at all, in a current situation. But you're not moving forward swiftly. You're not relocating. You're not moving address during February. Normally, when I see the Chariot, I think of relocation. I think of moving house. But this is also about swift forward movement. So it's going to be, if there is any movement, it'll be very slow. And then we had this other one that decided to come out, the Sun. Let's just take them all. Why not? You know, you guys had to wait until you were last, so let's do it. Wish fulfillment, a yes. This is, if you were asking a question, yes is the answer. But like yes in a good way. The sun is shining. The sunflowers are out. It's the sun bathing everything in light. There's happiness. This person's so effing happy they're riding buck-ass naked on a horse. You know what I mean? This is ultimate wish fulfillment, you know? Lack of creativity. Lack of fertility. The Empress in the reverse is your energy. It is also Taurus energy because it is Venus energy. Not working right now. Taking a moment away from mastering your craft for a minute. Why? Oh, I don't know. You've had a turn in your, well, I think it's more that the wheels ground to a halt for you. And no forward movement, just like in the bottom of the deck there. Yeah. You're not advancing you're not taking action in a passionate manner or in a creative endeavor. Aries, Leo energy. This is a female fire sign who may actually have an impact on your decision not to do those things, not to take action of passionate creative nature, not to take passionate action towards something, things coming to a standstill, stopping with work for a bit, taking a break from work, a lack of creativity, infertility, ideas not working out for you. But you have this sun. The sun is what started it all. I don't know how that makes sense. It probably does to somebody. So you're sitting in stagnant energy right now. You're choosing to, though. I know that it looks like this person is tied up there, but they're really not. And if they were, they have their hands behind their back and they could reach up and they could easily free themselves. This is choosing to stand still and gain perspective, gain a new perspective. Because, you know, he's hanging upside down. He's trying to see things from a different point of view. This is coming out of a deep sleep, finally waking up, getting a wake-up call that you needed, I'm hearing. You were no longer out in the cold. You felt like you were left out in the cold. Somebody else was making you feel like they were left out in the cold. This is victimhood. Don't sit in victimhood energy, Libra. You at any point are welcome to go into that church and get warm. Churches are for sanctuary, right? But yet you're sitting in this Five of Pentacles energy. Why? This is boss energy, but this is tyrannical boss energy. This is somebody this is an Aries. This was coming up for you before in my previous readings. And I know that I was talking about like starting over and not having those readings on here anymore, all other stuff like that. But you've had the Emperor in reverse before. You've angered an Aries individual who is in charge of your affairs. And they've left you feeling out in the cold. But you're not. You can do what you please and you can go get warm anytime you want. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This may have left you also feeling financially depleted. So what are you going to do? You're going to drop some of your options. You may have been juggling two people before you've made a decision and your decision is final. This is also indicative of being a part of a club with a button or an insignia, and it is a time card of 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 days, 2 years, 2 hours, but it's in the reverse. So that means that you're basically just dropping one of your options, making a decision, making a final decision. And it's a painful decision. It's caused you some pain. It's caused you some heartbreak. It's caused you sleepless nights, stress. This person is crying in bed at night. But it's the end of a painful cycle. And now you can begin all over again at your Ace of Wands, right? That's not fun. That's sad. Let's take a look at the Elle Qui for you. We're at 35 minutes. I didn't want it to be 40, but we did it again. I'm not getting rid of this one. Okay, so these are going to be, I'm not using these cards ever again because I did it for all the other signs and I'm just not feeling it. Okay. These are going to be, somebody really doesn't want me to talk about this. These are going to be people with facial features that look like something that you need to know so that you know that you're on the right path, names, qualities of a human being, that kind of thing. Okay, I'm not going to use these again. I use them in my own personal readings, but that's because I can interpret them and I don't have to say this huge long preamble every time that I do. Okay, we're going to do 3 for you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. First, we have Elixir. A lot of people have been getting Elixir. So there's Medicine. She who forgives, remorse, guilt, forgiveness. We're not taking those. So maybe that is your medicine, Libra, is forgiveness, right? There it is. Take a look. Primavera. So this is about the spring, clearly. She who begins, launch, actualize, potential. This could have to do with the spring, could have to do with pasta primavera, which is actually gross, in my opinion, but that's okay. You don't need to know my opinion. So look at the vines there, the butterflies, the hair. Name, all that stuff. Okay, and lastly, she who frees, Carly, liberation, unrestrained and freedom. You might be freeing yourself from something. I think this is what this whole last little bit was about, freeing yourself from something with that 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. You had a lot of work shit going on, a lot of work stuff, and creativity stuff. You know, there's a little bit of emotional stuff that starts at the beginning of the month, but it's almost like as soon as you start to think about it, it's like, forget that. You got other shit going on. It's like it diverts off right away. And I don't blame you. I'm a Capricorn. Like the first thing, like, I mean, work is first, right? Let's see what your affirmation needs to be, Libra. To get you through February in one piece, let's see what you can say to yourself over and over again, other than serenity now, and I am not going crazy. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 switch. Let's see. Well, fuck, like, that's like, I feel bad. Like, I'm actually fucking worried about you. Sorry. Pardon my French. I am beautiful. Yeah, you really are. Let's go ahead and let's get you some poetry. I'm not doing a whole lot of the poetry. I didn't want it to be too much. So I'm just going to get a couple of things for you here. And then we'll be done. And I still ended up grabbing too many, so I had to put some back. Yeah. Oh, you're not, are you not well? Okay. Can you see that? I can't see if you can see. All right, Libra. Thanks for being patient. Thank you for waiting. If you're not feeling well or things aren't going well for you, go see a doctor. Go talk to somebody. It's good to chat shit out with somebody. It really is. And if you're dealing with health stuff, I really hope you're okay. In any event, thank you for stopping by, and check back because I'll be here. All right. Bye.